Jag hade intervju och så.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Great, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. How's the audio? Are you listening to me okay?
Yes, it's perfectly fine.
Awesome.
Perfect. So I just want to tell you that I'm recording this interview just there. Perfect. So tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, where you're from, what do you do for a living?
Yeah, so I'm Angie. I'm 36 from Denver. And as of now, I'm actually a full-time traveler, thanks to Cess Trading. So I'm freelancing, so I'm trilingual. So I do translations and work with companies for their marketing packages and things like that. So that's what I do as a freelancer, but that's not really a stable income. So, sometimes I have clients that have a project that might take me a few months, so that's great. But you never know if next month you're going to have enough of an income to make ends meet. And so that's why I've never really gone traveling, because you don't want to be stuck in a foreign country with no money and unable to get home, basically. So, but yeah, since I've started Cess Trading, I've managed to make a stable income, a base income, and then I just fill it up with my freelancing.
That's amazing. Good for you. That's great.
Yeah,
So
it's really exciting.
yeah, for how long time have you been a member?
So I'm just going into my 5th month. So, and it's my first full month of full-time traveling.
Oh, that's nice. So it changed a big time in your life.
Yes.
So tell me, before you started, like 5 months ago, did you have any experience in this industry? Like, did you know anything about trading, or like what was the process for you?
Yeah, so no, it's something that I've always wanted to get myself into. It's something that is always daunting because, well, you can lose your money when you don't have enough
Exactly.
knowledge. So there's a lot to gain, but there's a lot to lose. If I tell you the full story, my ex was the one that was really into saying you should be investing, you should be trading. That's just part of an income, especially if you want to travel and make your ends meet. So kind of from that, between what he would do and what would tell me about it, I started getting interested in it and started looking more into it. And as I said, it was so there's quite a lot of companies, quite a lot of information online, courses that you don't know if you can trust them. And yeah, so when I ended things with my ex, it was something that I really thought, I want to go full-time traveling. I want to make ends meet. I need to make different incomes stream
Yeah.
and make it work. So I really focused on that. And I came across Cess Trading. And what really convinced me was just the whole onboarding process, but really the
Yeah.
free in-depth course to help me learn and feel more at ease in investing my money and starting, doing that first transfer of your own money and saying, okay, that's it. Now I might lose it or I might make some money. And I never found anything that convinced me of saying, okay, that money that you've been saving that you could do a little travel, no, put it in something that might actually grow.
Exactly, and that's a very interesting story, actually. So, and a very nice story. So, I want to get back to that part where you said like you've got the course and it helped you. I'm very happy for that because we spent a lot of time on that one, and the support that you needed. But you started with no experience, and that's what I'm very interested in hearing more about, because there's so many people out there that want to get into trading but are afraid because they don't know anything about it. They're afraid of losing their money and so on. And it's fair enough, because there's a lot of like scammers out there that try to scam people for, that will make them lose their money and so on. And also the thing where they don't know enough about trading make them don't want to do it. But when you got into safe trading, like you learned everything, and how fast did you learn it so you could copy our trades? Like how fast from you started to you made it work? How much time did that take?
So I'd say, obviously, as I said, I'd been looking for a long time to different companies. And then when I came across you guys with the free course, within the first month I was joining, and I did my first deposit. I took the leap, and I'm so glad I did, because I tripled my account in the first 2 months.
Really?
In the first
nice.
2 months, I tripled my account. I couldn't believe it. I thought it was beginner's luck. I thought, no, but I took out my initial deposit within the first 2 months. So I'd made back the money that I had actually put in myself. And at that point, I felt there's no danger, because now it's literally money that I've
now you are
created
safe
through this. Exactly.
it's
I felt safer. I mean, you never want to lose anything that you've even created, but at least what I had put in it initially, I was able to make back. And I couldn't believe it within the first 2 months.
Wow.
And I'm a really conservative. I'm really on the conservative side. I can understand what you were saying about people. I had the same feelings of, do I trust this company? There's so much information. Do I have enough knowledge to actually be starting this? So it really did put me at ease that within the first month I was doing the course, I was learning, I was following the copy and pasted trades that you guys put out, and just starting to understand the whole process. Not to mention that any questions I had, because you guys have a community, right? And so from the course, I did my learning, which is it is really easy to follow. That's what I really liked about your course. But it's easy, and at the same time, it's in depth. But so some of the things that I didn't understand, I was able to just go in the community and ask questions. And it's a really active community. There's lots of answers and helps and suggestions. So it's not just, well, this is the answer, this is what you didn't understand. It's also, I also had that problem, and look, I've been doing this and it's worked for me. So it's nice to not feel alone in the process.
Exactly, that's what we are trying to build. Like, because one thing is I can teach you and like the team, but you also have other people that have been in the exact same place where you are, and that's like now you have, like, you've learned and all this. Now, if somebody asks a question that like you've been struggling with, then you can give your knowledge, right? And that's amazing with the community. Amazing. So there's 2 things left that I want to go through. One would be, let's start with that. Do you mind sharing some numbers? Like now you say like you're traveling and you're doing like what you dreamed of and everything, like you make ends meet. Like how have your numbers been the past month?
The past Month. Okay, so this first month, as I said, I've been traveling. So it's the first month where I've actually taken out. So I put my initial deposit in the first 2 months, tripled it, was able to take out my initial deposit. And then from there, I was letting it compound.
Nice.
And so I'm still in the process of figuring out how much I want to take out and how much I want to leave. So this first month, I just thought I'll make it easy. I took out half and left half. And obviously, I'm going to have to adapt depending on how much the actual budget.
Yeah.
I'm still learning how to travel and how much it's going to cost. I've got savings, so I'm using that for the moment so that I can create as much as possible within the account. But yeah, so this month all clean, I made 1,000 and I took out
Nice.
500. So
that's
and
good.
this is, I'm really conservative, all really small numbers. I only deposited the minimum and I'm working with the minimum. And I guess I'm starting to feel like more comfortable that I can start putting more, and maybe I'll invest also more from if my if any translation jobs do really well and I can invest a little bit more, then I will. But I'm still very much in the figuring out process of how much I want to.
Yeah, that's very okay. Like, it's very normal. So what I would suggest and recommend, like for many people, like $500 a month will change their life, right? If they have a job or they're studying, like they can do 500 or $1,000 will change their life. But what I would suggest is, of course, you need money to travel and so on. So take out whatever you need, but focus on building your account, because in the end of the day, the bigger your account is, the more money you can take out eventually, right? And it's nice, like if you could take 2,000-3,000 out every month, because your account is bigger and you still have all the time a big account. But of course, when you need money, you need to take it. Last thing I want to ask you about here is, would you recommend sys trading to people that are watching this, and like people out there that are maybe doubting, okay, should I do it? Shouldn't I do it? What would you say, and would you recommend it?
I would 100% recommend it. It's literally changed my life, because I've been on the fence trying to find these income streams to be able to finally go and travel full time. And it's actually what I'd never seen it in my head as something that I could count on, an income stream that's actually more stable than my freelancing jobs, which I've been doing for quite a while. So I know, some months it's amazing, you work a lot, others it's nothing at all. And so you always have to save and make sure you have for the next month. And really, with the whole system in place, because I've focused on trying to make a stable, small but stable income, so I can calculate every month where I can move and how I can travel. So that's life-changing, to have an income that's not a 9-to-5 job with a contract that you think that's the only way I can get money assured every month. And that's just, for me, changed my whole perception of everything, being able to have that income, which obviously I'm 100% sure it's going to grow. It's going to be more every month, but even if it just stayed at what it is now, it's life-changing for me. So yeah, if anybody needs an extra income, like a safety net, wow, that's amazing. And if they need, like me, that an actual like income that you can do anywhere, from anywhere in the world, so long as you've got an internet connection and a phone or your laptop, whatever you prefer, then you can. And it just means you've got a whole world open, a whole new opportunities, a completely different style of life. So I would definitely recommend it to anybody.
Very, very happy for your words. I love it, and I appreciate your time. Thank you a lot for your time. And if you know where to catch us, if you have any questions, you know where the support team is. You can always reach out. So Angie, appreciate your time, and I wish you a wonderful day.
Thank you. You too.
Thank
Thanks
you.
so much.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.